has become here in Chicago. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the New Orleans Saints and the Chicago. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. This is the Oklahoma State alum, Chris Carson, and he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
When we see those perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on second down.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Here's Bridgewater. He's got Smith here. He'll be hit down at the 30. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. An early test, 2 plays in. This is 3rd and 2.
Check out read. Anyway, he's checking. Crack.
This is Carson. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. That's good for 9 yards as they convert on the 3rd down play.
First down, New Orleans.
They run it with Carson. And 3 yards there takes him to the 45.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
From the 45 on second down, Bridgewater. And his throw here's incomplete. He was trying to get it there to Vernon Davis, the tight end. And it's 3rd down. Just a little beyond the reach there of his receiver. That's probably one he wishes he had back.
He wishes it had been 7-on-7 in practice, or maybe even routes versus air, because that's a completion he makes, 9.9 times out of 10? Just missed that one.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on second down. From the shotgun, it's Bridgewater. This time for Smith, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Kyle Fuller. And he'll take this across midfield and inside. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts.
Let go! 180! Don't get nervous.
They will run for the first time here with White. And some room to roam now. That good for 19 and a first down. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, when that continuity is there, and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front and linebackers. You're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense because someone's going to run for some big yardage.
Get up! 180!
Let's go, D. Let's go. Watch tight end. Watch tight end. Tight.
They'll throw on first down with Trubisky. Pressure comes, and Trubisky goes down.
I always love the opening game of the season, and for the players, always nice to get those firsts out of the way, isn't it? How about here? The first sack of the season. Not just in the first game, but in the opening drive. That's the way to get things kicked off.
So second and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. Now Trubisky to throw. The screen pass here to Cohen. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up third down. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long.
Hey, ball.
Watch out.
From the gun, it's Trubisky. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Kyle Van Noy drops him for a loss of 14 yards, and it also brings up fourth down. So on fourth down, on is the punter, Pat O'Donnell, to kick it away. And a nice job here to down this one right on the 5-yard line.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. They'll start out on the ground with Carson. And he'll go down for a loss inside his own 5 at the 4. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's second down.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
After the loss to start out, here's second and 11. The former Purdue Boilermaker, Raheem Mostert. And that won't buy him much room. Just a 1-yard gain to the 5. The second down play, not much better than the first. Just a gain of 1 there. Facing the prospect of a punt from their own end zone, they need some cushion. Let's see what they can do on third down. It's caught. Smith. And they'll mark him down right around the 9, just shy of the 10. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to fourth down.
I think that call was made not so much to try and get the first down, although they would have taken it if they could have gotten it, but to give their punter a little bit of space and try and help out their defense.
Yeah, they got the safe completion on third. Just Just a 25-yard punt. Not what he was hoping for by any stretch. And it'll be a short field for the Bears as they take over 1st and 10. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Here's the first carry for Tariq Cohen. So he got free of one tackle but couldn't do a whole lot else. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Trubisky gives to Cohen. A gain there of 12 yards and a first down for the Bears.
Coming in, he really liked his chance of having a big year based on a terrific offseason. And runs like that on opening weekend show that he's right.
Alert. Switch. 18.
Play action. It's Trubisky. He's got Burton here. And he will be out of bounds here on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter. Back in Chicago, ready for the second quarter. It's the Bears in possession as they've got a 2nd and 8 forthcoming. So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down. Here's Trubisky to throw. He's going to go up top for the... And he's got his man. That's Robinson. Touchdown, Bears. Allen Robinson there to make the grab as his guys are on the board first here tonight. It took them an extra look, but they found out it is a touchdown indeed. The official says this one counts. Now Trubisky will lead the Bears up to go for 2. Now Trubisky toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Should have been picked. Probably doesn't matter on a 2-point conversion, but still, as a former DB, you want to grab that ball when you can, don't you?
You certainly do, and don't say it, because I know you're thinking it. Don't say it.
What am I thinking?
You know I know what you're thinking. Well, if he'd had hands, he'd be playing on offense. Right?
That's true. You've said that before. Then he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And it's been a rocky start for them thus far. They had the turnover and then the punt on those first 2 drives.
So there is optimism because they've improved, right? Turnover, you just noted it.
Punt's better than the turnover.
The punt is better on the second one. Now they're hoping to turn into first downs and hopefully points.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Bridgewater to throw it. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. Give him 6 on the play, and they're going to have a 3rd down. The Saints on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This time they face a 3rd and 2.
48 Mike. Check 99.
From the gun, Bridgewater. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. Give him 18 there, and the Saints have a first down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Watch the eye. Kill. Hey, turn it up.
Now it's Carson. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Three yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Bridgewater. They'll run the screen with Carson. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 47. That'll go as a loss of 9, and it leads to third down. The Saints on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 16. Out of the gun, Bridgewater. This time for Smith, and it's intercepted. Eddie Jackson picks it. And he'll take this back all the way up past the 45-yard line.
Well, it's 3rd and long, and you've got a few different ways to play it offensively. But this is not the type of offense that's going to wave the white flag. They're going to keep chucking it. And this time, it results in an interception.
They'll start things on first with Torrey Cohen. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down.
Yeah, and that was a safety that came through and made the play. But there's no doubt in my mind, he hits like a linebacker. And we see a lot of that in today's NFL, don't we?
And that time we do indeed. A big hit for a loss. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12.
Check 13. Check.
Throwing here, Trubisky. And this is Gabriel on the catch. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. A gain there of 21 yards. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Trubisky will throw. Gets this to his running back, Torrey Cohen. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. He felt the pressure coming there. That was a good job of just making something out of nothing, so to speak.
Yeah, took the hit and still made the play. You know, when we talk about runners, all right, on running plays, runs after contact, we call that getting dirty yards, tough, gritty ones. To me, that's like the version of a dirty pass. He knows he's going to get smacked, yet still delivers the football and picks up good yardage.
Only 3 yards on the catch. It's third down.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
Alert, alert! Alert, alert! Mike, man, not. I'm coming up. Run.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down. It's a pickup of 10 and a Bears first down. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football.
Let's go, boys. Let's go.
A reminder coming up at halftime. It's the season debut of the coach, Jonathan Coachman, in Orlando, as we look ahead to all the action coming up this opening weekend. And, of course, we'll also take a look back at this first half. Now it's Trubisky. And that's caught for a Bear touchdown. It's the tight end, Trey Burton. Trey Burton there to make the grab as the Bears push further out in front. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. Now Trubisky will lead the Bears up to go for 2.
Let's go. We got this. Alert, flare.
They're going to try and run. And he gets halfway there down to the 1-yard line. So now, Charles, 2 touchdowns, 2 tries at 2-point conversions, and both fail.
And you want to say, let's go ahead and run the kicker out there from now on. But the problem is you're chasing points at this stage. So now you've got to dial up more 2-point conversions and hope you're successful from here on out.
And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. It was the linebacker Leonard Floyd on the stop.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Looking to throw on second down. Bridgewater completes it to Davis. Now the Bears going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down. To throw is Bridgewater. And that's caught by Smith. And all the way down to the 29. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10.
Push him back.
Bridgewater. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down. Those passes out that far wide always make you hold your breath a little bit. Felt like it was in the air for a while.
What it does is it allows a defender to gain some ground, come from a long distance, and have a chance to affect the pass.
A second down throw for Bridgewater. Going to throw deep for the... Looking for Thomas. He's got him. Touchdown, New Orleans. Michael Thomas, 29 yards, as they are now on the board here in the first half. The fly route works for the TD grab.
And you know what the receivers love to say? If we get even with the defender, we're leaving. And that's exactly what he did, all the way into the end zone. And then he was on the business end catching it once he got over the stripe.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. This fielded at the 2. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line.
Here we go.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. You're under a minute to go here in the half. Field position not really in your favor, but still time to try and move the ball and get in field goal range.
Yeah, you got the lead. It's definitely a thought. Let's go ahead and try and increase it. But at the same time, I don't like the odds. I don't like where they are on the field. Got the lead. They've done well in the first half. Don't mess it up and go into halftime looking at each other wondering what if.
From the 35 on second down, Trubisky, open man, Taylor Gabriel. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
Quick throw here caught by Gabriel. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
A 7-yard pickup.
Ready? 24 is the mic. Tackles.
On second down now, it's Cohen. 9 yards the pickup there, and it's a first down.
They're making it look easy out there. Another first down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 first downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
You got 3 down. Check mark.
On first down, they go right back to Cohen. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29. Now the Bears will use their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
I smell fear in that offense.
From the shotgun is Trubisky. Nowhere to turn here, and he's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line. So we have reached halftime here in the Thursday night opener as we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. This fielded at the 2. And he'll get it up just past the 20, and his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line.
At their own 21-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. A 50-50 ball here, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Marcus Williams. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
To throw, Bridgewater. Thomas has got it, complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
Here we go. Watch the twist. Watch the twist.
Mostert. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. The Saints first down there on a gain of 11. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Throwing, Bridgewater. Buying time to his left. And he's taken down, trying to do a little too much, getting outside of the pocket, and it results in a sack. Leonard Floyd, the old Georgia Bulldog, finding his way into the backfield. Now following the sack, they'll come up here on a 2nd down and 12.
You gonna see me in your nightmare. 58's the money. It's our time. It's our time.
Throwing is Bridgewater. He's got Smith here. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 18.
A gain of 15. And the Saints first down.
Here we go. 15 on it. 15 on it. They get hang with us.
They'll run on first down. It's Carson. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. 10 more there and another first down.
A good run there off right tackle in an old-school NFL football. The right side of the offensive line, often known as the nasty side. The left side, usually the technical side. Kind of reminds me of the old Atlanta Falcons 2009-2010. That's how they constructed their offensive line.
Now they go screen. It's complete. And they'll lose yardage here. They go backwards to the 13-yard line. So first down went in the wrong direction. They're at the 13-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
They'll come out in the pistol from the 3 now. Here they come on 3rd and goal. From the shotgun, it's Bridgewater. Dancing to his left. the goal line, but it's incomplete. So they opted to pass for it on 3rd and goal. Let's see what they do on 4th and goal.
Well, I think they threw it with the idea that if they didn't get it, they would go for it on 4th and goal. So they got another play in their pocket. They're going to have to call it right now. No field goal here.
So a decent drive there to start the 3rd quarter. They only salvaged 3 out of it, but they inch a bit closer.
Yeah, but still lots of time to go in this one. That's why you hear that clapping on the sidelines, right? Hey, got some points. As you said, inching their way back in. Time left to go out and get that victory.
And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. One play has them to the 37 here for 1st and 10. Now Cohen. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. Michael Kendricks, the linebacker, there to get him down.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
Here's a handoff to Cohen running right. He's got a 1st down and then some at midfield. And all the way down to the 17-yard line. And he's going to take this all the way down to the Saints' 17-yard line.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. They go play action with Trubisky. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
We've seen good cover skills on display throughout this game, really from both teams. And there's another nice example there of them making it difficult to complete a pass.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10.
Hey, alert 3, alert 3. Hey, watch it.
You draw quarters.
Now it's Trubisky. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker Kyle Van Noy. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Get in the weight room. Get in the weight room.
Here's Trubisky. Got his man, and it's caught for a Chicago touchdown. 3 touchdown passes now for Mitchell Trubisky. And the Bears use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Extra point up and good by Tavecchio. And that makes this a 9-point game. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Tavecchio. This fielded at the 2. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite...
And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. Eddie Jackson picks it, and he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line.
I tell you, Brandon, it seems like this guy's been all over the field so far. That's his 2nd interception of the game. And so much of playing defense in the NFL, especially when it comes to defending the pass, is all about positioning and technique. And this is fantastic work on both fronts there.
They'll start with a give to Cohen. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
Third quarter, and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
Again, it's Cohen. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. That one, a first down pickup of 8. One quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Check it out. 180. QB drop. What QB drop?
On 1st and 10, it's Trubisky. There goes a deep ball, end zone. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by the free safety, Eric Berry. And he will bring it out past the 20-yard line. 2-score game here in the 4th, and that pick, it kind of keeps the door ajar, doesn't it?
It does, and you wonder about their strategy because with a 2-score lead, you would think maybe you're just sitting on it and trying to drain some clock. It's almost like they felt like, hey, we've got a good cushion. We can keep pressing it. It ended up costing them.
Now Mostert. And not much there. Maybe a yard up to the 24.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. Here's Carson with a catch out of the backfield. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
He's crazy. He's checking crack.
On 3rd down, Bridgewater. And that is incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning. Hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down.
48.
Now Bridgewater on 4th down. The open man is Smith. And they work this well upfield across the 45. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down.
First down, New Orleans.
On 1st down, Carson. And he's got it across midfield and into Bear territory. Marcus Gilchrist there to bring him down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
Hey, check.
From just shy of midfield, Bridgewater. He'll let it fly for Austin. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. It's Clinton-Dix with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
And all the way down to the 39. A huge play there for Chicago. 45 yards. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. This is Cohen. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on second down. Well, at this stage, that's exactly what you want offensively. Good run on first down, stay in bounds, keep that clock rolling.
And look at that play chart that the play caller has in his hands right now. That's what you got to focus in on, because that's divided up by sections. And right now, he's looking at that 4-minute offense section. What running plays do we have to bleed down the clock and take care of the football? Right now, they're executing really well.
A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect them to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
Banjo, banjo, banjo. Check Mike, 99, Mike, 99. Hut.
Ran, touch.
Watch the safety creep.
And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3.
Not much happening there on first down.
I thought there might have been a hole for a split second.
Yeah, but it dried up pretty quickly, didn't it? Closed fast.
At the 23-yard line.
Stop. 180. Hey, watch the screen. Watch the screen. Watch the screen.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. A quick throw out wide, caught by Robinson. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
Bring it. Fofo's the Mike. Mike's Fofo.
First down, a run with Cohen. He takes us down to about the 12 for a gain of 3. Able to stay in bounds, so the clock keeps rolling. This defense right now backed up in the red zone. Another touchdown, it's over. They've got to stand tall quickly.
Been in this spot before. Now there's a little bit of desperation creeping in, and all you're doing when you're talking to your defensive teammates is, first guy there, hold him up. Second, third guy in, rake at the football. Get it out. We've got to create a turnover because one more score, and this game's over.
Have to imagine this will be on the ground as well as they come up 2nd and 7. Now Trubisky to throw. And that's caught for a Bear touchdown. It's the tight end, Trey Burton. Already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. As the Bears push further out in front. Now Trubisky will lead the Bears up to go for 2.
Watch the ship. Hey.
Ran, touch.
Nice 57's right. Go.
Ran, touch.
Safety's creeping. 57. Mike, 57.
61. Matchbox lights.
Sponge. No.
They'll try and run it here. And he gets halfway there, down to the 1-yard line. Protection was great. He had time to set up a campsite. But in the secondary, though, they were ready.
And I think that in most places on the field, if you have that much time to throw the ball, someone's going to shake free and you'll find an open receiver. But condensed near the goal line on a 2-point conversion, all that extra, there's not any extra field. So it kind of closes in on them, and that allows you to cover a little bit better.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back? Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. That's sacked by Khalil Mack.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
To try again after the sack, Bridgewater. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. Tried to go for the big one there on 2nd down. Now they're likely down to their final 2 plays.
And you know they've got to keep going for the big shot, right? So defensively, you play what they call top down. Nothing behind you. Make everything get completed in front.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Here's Bridgewater. He's going to let it fly. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now, give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And, look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man-on-man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
Now a desperation throw deep downfield, and they will not be able to hook up there. It's incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and defensively, that might just seal a Week 1 victory.
Alert, alert! Alert, alert!
They'll run on 1st down. Cohen. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. A 13-yard touchdown run as the Bears push further out in front. Tavecchio good on the extra point, and the lead opens up now to 22 points. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Tavecchio. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Let's go!
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
15 yards on the play, 1st down. Offense for them has been at a premium. You wonder where plays like that have been all game long.
They're thinking the exact same thing themselves, but they're also looking forward now, because now these players are really...
And the ball is knocked out, and this is picked up by the Bears. And what a return as he brings this one all the way back to the 25-yard line.
All right, you've had to put up with me in this booth. I'm going to try and be simple this time and succinct. It simply has not been their night.
No, I think that fumble's kind of indicative of how this whole evening's gone, isn't it?
Without a doubt. I mean, they've tried, but nothing has ever really taken throughout the game. That's why they're down so big.
They run on 1st down as they get about 3. 2nd and 7 forthcoming. Kyle Van Noy in on the stop.
A big part of a middle linebacker's job is being able to take on blocks and then go make plays. But the best ones, they have those big guys in front of them playing defensive line that hold blockers off of them and allow them to flow sideline to sideline and make the big hits.
From the 22, Trubisky, and it's caught. Well, my friend, for the players, it's good for them to get that first game under their belts. For you and I, that first Thursday night game, also good for us to get that under our belts, wasn't it?
It was no longer preseason. We were into the regular season, the first game of the year. And, you know, all eyes were watching this one. Everyone was excited that football was back.
And it's just special. You could just feel it. It's so good to have the pigskin back out there. It'll be crisp fall weather before we know it.
You got that right. But I love the build-up to it, right? All day long anticipating it. And then we got here and we saw a game, the first game of the year. Let's keep going.
So for the Bears, they begin the new campaign with a victory here in front of the home crowd in the Thursday opener. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Carolina Panthers. Meanwhile, for the Saints, they go down to defeat here in the opener. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside